Today, we're going to look at the hot topic all about the environment and climate. This topic is incredibly essential and is a hot topic at the moment. Now, I want to set a little bit of a challenge in this video. In my first answer, I'm going to make a really common mistake that students make. Let me know in the comments if you can spot it. Question number 1. Do you like to recycle? Well, when I was younger, I always recycle my waste because my school encouraged us to do that. I can vividly remember my teacher always shouting at us if we threw our rubbish. But nowadays, due to the hectic work environment, I find it easier just to throw my rubbish in the bin. In the future, I will try to correct this. Number 2, is pollution a problem where you live? Well, I must confess, Ho Chi Minh City is not famous for its trash collecting services. However, on my particular street, it's absolutely beautiful. Trash isn't really a big problem here because the community likes to pick up their rubbish and throw it in the bin. Something that makes me feel really proud. Number 3, do you prefer living in the city or the countryside? Well, to be honest, I'm a big fan of residing in urban areas. Not only because of the world-class education system, but also because of the prestigious job opportunities, which is important because people can earn a high salary and have a better quality of life. Number 4, what is your favorite season of the year? Well, I am a big fan of winter because during winter we can celebrate Christmas, my favorite festival. For example, last winter I traveled to the majestic mountains of Dalat in order to enjoy the breathtaking views as well as the cold and wintry weather. This was a really special memory for me. So guys, did you notice the little mistake in my answer to the first question? Yes, exactly. Be careful when using the past tense, when using the structure in the past but now. In the past, I always recycled my waste because my school encouraged us to do that. So be careful with the past tense there. Those kind of grammar mistakes examiners are really listening for. I will say though that my pronunciation was pretty good. Be careful with those final sounds. Always, always, sometimes. Adverbs of frequency are a really good way to increase your IELTS score. All the way from always, occasionally, sometimes, hardly ever, and never. You can use these in your answers to sound more natural. Moreover, did you notice about the power of examples? I can vividly remember when I was younger. For example, last Christmas I travelled back to and then told a story. I would encourage you in part 1 to give personal examples. Examiners really like this. Now let's move on to part 2. Describe a place with clean air or natural beauty you've visited. You should say where it is, who you went with, what you did there, and explain why you liked it. Well, there are many gorgeous locations I could talk about. However, if I had to pick one, it would be the majestic mountains of Halong Bay. I chose Halong Bay because it has sentimental value to me. When I was younger, I can vividly remember I travelled to Halong Bay with the person I loved most in the world. We enjoyed a cruise around the stunning islands, and I can vividly remember we watched the sexy sunset. In that moment, I was captured and in awe of the beauty of the islands and felt mesmerized. So let me tell you a little bit more about Halong Bay. It is located in the northeast of Vietnam, about 2 hours from Hanoi. Halong Bay is famously a UNESCO wonder of the world with incredible breathtaking views. You can't help but be caught up in the beauty of the place. In my opinion, Halong Bay is special, not only because of its historical significance, but also because it is a landmark for Vietnam. When many people think about this stunning country, they instantly think about Halong Bay. It's a unique feature and asset to Vietnam. In the future, I will make it my ambition and dream to return back to Halong Bay and take photographs of the stunning islands to upload on Facebook. Do you see? In that answer, guys, I am just telling one long story using our technique too, which will be linked down in the description below. Being able to speak with intonation, passion, and creativity will always come if you tell a story. For me, Halong Bay has so many special memories, so it's easy for me to talk about that location. Notice I didn't really follow the 4 points, the what, the who, the where, the when. I did not really follow those. I just focused on the main question and told a story around that. I would encourage you to do this as well, because it's a great way to show the examiner your ability and your level of English. Moving on now, let's talk about part 3. Question 1. What are the biggest environmental problems in your country? Well, in my opinion, I think it depends on location. In rural areas, the biggest challenge are the overuse of pesticides and fertilizers, which leads to many of the little animals suffering and sadly passing away. Causes a loss of biodiversity. In contrast, in urban areas, the biggest issue has to be noise pollution. Many of the neighbors in Ho Chi Minh City can be heard singing at the top of their voices, which can negatively impact a lot of the local people. In the future, I hope the government will solve these problems. Number 2, what can individuals do to help? In my opinion, I think it comes down to education. Teaching people about the importance of protecting Mother Nature will help them to understand the mistakes they are making. For example, in Vietnam, the majority of people are unaware of the damage that overusing pesticides can do to the environment. However, I think we should also understand that due to the fact that Vietnam is a developing country, not many people put recycling waste at the top of their agenda. Number 3, do you think cars should be banned from city centres? Well, this is a great question. Absolutely, I think yes, because this will help to reduce pollution, and as a result, people will have better mental and physical health. For example, in Ho Chi Minh City, if we banned lots of cars, this would lead to less pollution in the air. On the other hand, I think a better option would be to create a congestion zone, much like in London, where vehicles have to pay a small fee to enter the city centre, which will encourage people to use public transport. For me, I think this is the secret to success. And finally, number 4. Should governments or individuals take more responsibility? Well, some people think it's the job of governments to encourage their citizens to behave in a way that is favourable to the environment, because the government earns money and is there to look after all of the citizens. But I think it fundamentally comes down to educating people. Ultimately, the responsibility comes from encouraging our neighbours and friends to act in a way that helps to save and protect Mother Nature. If everyone recycled more, pollution would decrease. So guys, I hope you enjoyed listening to that. You notice in that part 3, I not only used a wide range of vocabulary, but also my intonation and fluency was really on point. The topic of the environment is a really hot topic, and examiners love it if you can speak fluently about this. One thing I would do is to encourage you to talk a little bit about culture in your answers as well. You notice I mentioned about Ho Chi Minh City, about London. I gave examples in my answer, talked about the difference in cultures. I'm interested if you think a congestion charge would work in Ho Chi Minh City. Perhaps not. As always, guys, please let me know in the comments down below what topic you would like me to cover in the next video. Hit subscribe and thank you for watching. Bye for now, guys.